Good afternoon and welcome to the Early Edge in 5, powered by SportsLine. I'm Grace Remington. Thanks so much for being here with us today. You already know what I'm going to ask. Please like this video. We are at 31 likes. We've been doing so well on the likes lately, so let's get to 120 likes by the end of this stream. And please subscribe to the SportsLine YouTube channel and then jump in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling about your plays today. Let's take a look at how we did last night. And when we say it pays to watch live, it pays. Actual American dollars to watch live. We went 5-3. That's above a 500 for the entire crew, which means one lucky winner in the chat yesterday got a 3-month extension of their SportsLine subscription. Congrats to Matt Gusseau. And thank you, everybody, for participating yesterday, bringing the energy. That was really fun. More about a certain person's record last night in just a minute. But we got a busy day on HQ today. I was on at 1 o'clock. Remember, that show loops until 6, so just turn on HQ. You can see my picks there. And then we got a new hour at 6 o'clock with M Squared and Zach Simony. They are back at 8, and then Matt Snyder continues our baseball coverage into the night. You can watch on the CBS Sports app, cbssports.com/live, Paramount Plus, and Pluto TV. All right, let's keep the winners coming on this fine Tuesday and bring in the crew. We got Frickin' Frack plus Allan Bell. I heard the crinkle of the paper during that.
Not the bag, not
the
playing.
bag of shame is
listen,
bad.
I have to talk with the bag on too because I deserve it. I'm 0-5 in my last 5 picks. Thank God for a rain out last night. I apologize for comparing Mike Talkman to Ichiro. He went 1 for 5, had an at-bat in the last batter of the game, and he flew out. So disappointing.
So many almost. Yeah, EC, I was going to say your best play was a game that got delayed, but
no, postponed. I mean, seriously, it got postponed. Listen, it was just one of those nights, and I was frustrated, and I made bad comparisons, but I feel good tonight. If you want to fade me, I hope you lose, and you're a sick person if you're watching the show to fade me. I'll say that. But I'm feeling good tonight, Grace. Sick person. If you're watching this to fade, we want to win together.
Look, EC's all about healing the people, so don't fade him.
If there's one thing I admire about EC, it is just his unapologetic hopefulness. Every day he wakes up with 4 winners, regardless of.
Grace,
actually,
regardless, he's an internal optimist. Keep going.
Grace, I'm single at 40. I have to wake up with some kind of optimism on something.
Okay, well, optimism in the chat because Nathan Pike says EC fan club meeting after that. So there we go. Chat's got your back.
What are we talking about today? What do we need to talk about in the fan club? It's not going well.
I don't know who the president is. You'll have to figure that out when you get there. But
yeah.
All right, let's get into our plays. Every team in action tonight. That's why we love Tuesdays. So Specty, start us off.
Yeah, we're going to go over to the Astros game. And we're going to go Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -130. Alvarez has gone over this number in 9 of his last 15 games with an average of 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now he's facing Grayson Rodriguez, who's allowed 47 runs in 68 innings pitched. That's 0.7 runs per an inning. Rodriguez also allows 48.2 hard hit percentage. Pair that with Alvarez's .706 slugging percentage and in the last 15 games, and you have a recipe for a lot of hits and a lot of runs from Alvarez.
Yeah, Specty, I am obsessed with that play, actually. I gave Houston on the money line on HQ today, and that was a big reason why. Grayson Rodriguez, his weighted on-base average is 100 points worse against lefties. So Alvarez, let's hope he has a day. Wanted to add this really quickly. Thank you to people in the chat who brought this to my attention. Shane McClanahan looks like he's out for the year. That is just brutal for the Rays. Yeah. Manager Kevin Cash says highly unlikely to pitch again this season. Already a lot of injuries to that pitching staff, so that'll be interesting. And we're looking at updated futures for the playoffs. Okay. I'll go next. I'm on the Braves team total today, over 5.5 at -120. We all know about the Braves offense, so this for me today is kind of about the weather. Surprisingly, PNC Park has actually shown better hitting conditions this season than the Braves' baseline home game in Atlanta. And for left-handers, this park ranks 8th, while the Braves park ranks 16th. So it's actually a positive park change for the Braves with guys like Matt Olson and Ozzie Albies, who are arguably the most important pieces of that offense. PNC Park was already a top hitters park. Now, because of the weather, we're going to get a 15% run scoring boost in Pittsburgh. We also have the wind blowing out to center, left center at 11 miles an hour at first pitch. So that's going to help as well. They're up against Mitch Keller, who has struggled during the warmer months when facing these stronger hitting conditions. And we see that he's allowed 6 or more earned runs in 3 of his last 4 starts. After that, the Pirates bullpen, it's average against the best offense. So expect a lot of runs today from the Braves for taking the team total over in Pitt. And Allan, you never fail us with Braves picks of your own.
All right, so first off, let me say this, okay? This is all about kind of redemption and agreement in terms of play. So first off, what we want to do is let me highlight someone in the chat real quick. And of course, I just lost it. I'll get back to you here in just a second. All right, so first, all right, we are going to say this. I've watched every pitch of every game for the Braves this season, and I cannot love Grace's play anymore. Over 5.5 is an excellent team total play. We're going to go to props here. Big surprise on that one. First, we're going to go Ronald Acuna. Over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125. Look, Ronald Acuna is slumping. EC is slumping. But tonight is the night that both of them get out of it. So as much faith as I have in EC, I have in Ronald Acuna. So we're going to take him over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125. Second, somebody in the chat said, man, $100 bet. Allan's got a play on Matt Olson. Yeah, you're right. We do. Matt Olson over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 110. We're getting plus money. Everything that Grace just laid out is 1,000% correct. Now, I will say this. If you want to protect yourself, play Matt Olson for over half a walk. All right. It's happening game after game after game, especially when he doesn't have protection behind him. So anytime that we play Matt Olson, take a look at his walks. You might want to use that just to hedge and protect yourself because his walks, once they start, they keep going. So just something to pay attention to there. Then lastly, in honor of EC and a big game that he's going to have tonight, we're going to put together a parlay. Austin Riley, 1+ hit. Ronald Acuna, 1+ stolen base. That's all we need. Plus 135. Those 2 tonight. There we go. EC, you have a big one, buddy.
Well, AB, I want to tell you, Matt Olson has a 10-game RBI streak and 9 out of 10 scoring a run?
I do.
Genius. You're getting plus 110. It's like free money.
Yeah, you know what?
I won't bet it to jinx you, by the way. I don't want to.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was going to say, I very much appreciate the jinx on that one. Yeah. And also, what I was just going to say something. I forgot it. I'll remember it here in a minute. But Mitch Keller, he's given up a home run in like 17 straight games. Like, I mean, this dude is just giving up bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. And especially what Grace was saying in regards to left-handed hitters and PNC Park. Yeah. So, I appreciate the jinx.
Giving up a home run in 5 of the last 6. Yeah. There's a lot. Feels like 17.
A ton.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the fact that you just compared EC to Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's how much faith we have in EC tonight, baby. There we go.
All right, EC, let's hear it. Oh, by the way, the line from Scott Tyler, 205.
Oh, it's going way over. I got a little story to share. So after the show yesterday, went to lunch with a friend, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm talking about Early Edge. And someone comes up to me and says, hey, I watch Early Edge all the time. I'm a SportsLine member. You guys are great. And I'm thinking, oh, well, that's awesome. I said, well, who are your favorites? And he said, oh, I love Coach. I love Buckets. I love C. And he's going on naming people. And I'm like, have you ever heard of EC? He goes, no. Real? I mean, I guess that's a good thing because he hasn't seen my recent picks. But like, it was kind of, I got to admit, it was like kind of a surprise that you've never heard my name mentioned. Okay, fair enough. Anyways, I hope that person's watching the show. Very nice guy, nonetheless. And we're going to win for him tonight. Here's to hoping. So we're going to start with the greatest leadoff hitter in Major League Baseball, and I'm serious about this one. Luis Arraez of the Marlins, over 1.5 hits tonight at plus 115. He is 3 for 6 lifetime against Luke Weaver, who is the hit machine. Now, Arraez took the day off yesterday. He pinch hit at the end of the game, grounded into a double play, so you know he's upset about that. has a 7-game hitting streak when he starts and a hit in 10 of his last 11, but multiple hits in 8 of his last 14 games. And we're getting juice for that. Fine with me. Weaver has an 8.25 home ERA and has given up 48 hits, 36 home innings pitched. Take the over on a rise hits tonight. Getting some juice at plus 115. I'm going to disagree with you guys here somewhat. I'm not making a pick on the game, but Framber Valdez threw a no-hitter in his last outing. I'm taking his over 2.5 earned runs at minus 130. So he's given up 3 or more earned runs in his last 4 road starts. Current Orioles are hitting 325 against him. And get this, I did a little homework. Since 2021, there have been 11 solo no-hitters. 7 times in the next start, a pitcher gave up 3 or more runs. Just saying, got to play the numbers. There's a reason it's minus 130. The Orioles have good numbers against Valdez. We'll play it tonight. And this one, if you want to fade this one, I understand, but you got to hear my logic on it. Rockies, first 5 plus half a run at plus 125. Got this one on FanDuel. Here's why I'm playing the Rockies, who stink, against the first place Brewers. The current Brewers batters are 4 for 55 against Kyle Freeland. That's a .73 batting average. Since 2022, Freeland is 3-0 against Milwaukee, 18 innings pitched, 1 run. I'm going to try it. If you want to back a bad team, let's do it together and get back on track.
All right, you come in at 220. I think everyone took
with a story.
Over.
That was good.
Yeah, I know.
I
think the story was actually 20 seconds. So
okay.
I don't really know who won this one, but the line is getting sharper. So good job, Scott Tyler.
Real quick. Spector, can we get a calculator check? All right, you said 0.73 batting average, right?
Yeah.
Should that be 0.073 or 0.73?
Excuse me. You're right. That is 0.073. Yes.
I was going to say, if they're hitting 730.
Yeah, they're not hitting 730.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was listening.
I was looking at Spector. I was looking at you.
Thank you. 0.073. That's not very good. 4 out of 55. Not good. Taking our chances.
Hey, when EC makes a mistake, he's got to learn from his own mistakes. I'm not going to point it out on my own brother. No.
Call me out.
That is what we call enabling. And with that, we will go to the recap screen. EC's on Luis Reyes in the Marlins over 1.5 hits at plus 115. Framber Valdez for the Stros over 2.5 earned runs at minus 130. Rockies on the first 5 run line in Milwaukee at plus 125. Specty also in the Stros game got Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI at minus 130. I'm on the Braves team total over 5.5 at minus 120. And AB's got Ronald Acuna over 2.5 hits, runs, RBI at minus 125. Matt Olson over 2.5 hits, runs, RBI at plus 110. And our Braves single game parlay at plus 135. Austin Riley to get a hit and Ronald Acuna to get a stolen base. All right, guys, as EC says, here's to hoping that all these cash tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. This crew is back at 4. Don't forget to tune in to CBS Sports HQ to see the rest of our cappers at 6 and 8 Eastern. For EC, Specty, and AB, I'm Grace Remington. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the pay window.